Hey guys, it's Nikki. Welcome back. Hi, welcome back to another VLOGMAS video. I'm very excited for this video if you can't tell. Today you are getting ready with me and I'm going to be showing you guys what type of look I would do for a holiday party. Obviously we are in COVID right now, so COVID is probably going to put a big damper on a lot of holiday celebrations, unfortunately, but if you choose to have a little small get together with friends, obviously please do it the recommended way. Obviously don't have any more than 10 people, social distance if it's possible. If not possible, wear a mask. At least make it like a fun little party, you know? At least make it fun, have everybody wear fun Christmas masks if you can't like socially distance, or if you can socially distance, even better, and just have under 10 people. That is obviously the recommended CDC guidelines. But in today's video, I'm gonna be showing you guys how I would do a holiday party look, something glittery, something fun. You got a red lip. I even have some red accessories. You know, I think that this is just a really fun look. It's something fun. And if you don't have a holiday party to go to, but you want to be in the Christmas spirit, you can wear this, put on your Christmas jammies, and sit on your couch and watch, you know, ABC Family, Christmas, Hallmark, Christmas. You can binge watch the Santa Claus series. You know, you can do all those things in this makeup look. You can take pictures and post it on your social media so that way you don't feel like you did it for nothing. You can do a lot with it, but just try to be safe this holiday season. Try to have fun as much as you can, but please do it the safe way and responsible way because we are obviously still in a pandemic. Hope you guys enjoyed this look. Continue watching if you want to see how I do this holiday party get ready with me. So let's go ahead and get into the video. All right, hello. So we're going to start getting ready. I think for eyeshadow today, I'm going to dive into the OG Jaclyn Hill palette. Yes, sirree. We are going to dive in. I kind of want to use some of the browns and the green in here, like this dark green. So, because, you know, we're in Christmas time. So I figured it'd be really pretty to incorporate some glitter with some greens and browns because we are going to be doing a holiday party makeup look today. Obviously, due to COVID, holiday parties are gonna kind of be up in the air, but if you choose to do a small little get together with friends and just hang out, or even just to sit on your couch and watch Christmas movies, like, you can do this look as well. No shame if you just want to sit on your couch, that's perfectly fine. You can do this look for pretty much anything. I just want to use reds and golds and greens and make it Christmas. So I'm going to apply my tape here, and so that way, ooh, that was not how I wanted it to go. There we go. We're just going to apply our tape and prime our eyes. That way we can get started on this wonderful makeup look. Debating about doing a cut crease or like a halo eye or just like a regular eye, but I think I'm just gonna do like a regular eye today. I've been doing a lot of like crazy makeup looks over on my Instagram. Ooh, I don't want this concealer. It's a little too dark for a primer. So if you aren't following my Instagram, you guys should check that out. I have a few of them, but my main ones that I post on are my makeup Instagram and my main Instagram. So you guys should definitely check those out. Let's see. There's not like a matte cream shade in the Jaclyn Hill palette, so I'm just gonna take some of my setting powder. This is just the Fenty one, and we're just gonna set this real quick. That way we don't crease. All right, so first we're gonna go in with this shade right here. I'm gonna leave all the names down in the description box just because I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't really know them all at the top of my head. I have one of the older palettes, so it doesn't have the actual name on the packaging. It kind of looks like a Makeup Geek Chickadee if you want to compare it to something more affordable, but I'm just going to apply this directly in my transition shade. Now I'm going to take, what shade do I want to use? I'm gonna take this shade right here and I'm gonna put this in my crease, but more of like the inner portion of my crease. Now I'm gonna take this shade right here, right next to it, and we're gonna put this in the crease as well, but we're gonna go more in the middle and outer portion of the crease. Alrighty, so now I'm gonna take this green shade right here, and it's a really beautiful forest green, and I'm going to apply this in my outer corner and in my lower crease. Now on a clean blending brush with no additional product, I'm just going to take this and blend together that green and those crease colors. I like to do this on a plain brush because then you can really get the product blended how you want it and you don't have to worry about there being any additional product on your brush at all. I'm gonna take my brush again and just kind of go over that green a little bit. So now I'm gonna go in with this black here and I'm gonna put this in my outer V and just darken up that outer V just a little bit. It's just gonna add some smokiness to this look. So now it's time to take the glitter, and so I'm actually gonna be taking a primer. So this is the Urban Decay Primer Potion. And when I went to Sephora, I could not find the Too Faced glitter glue to save my life, and apparently they're discontinuing it, which is rude because I love that glitter glue. But the gal told me that if you apply this and apply glitter over it while it's still tacky, that way when the primer officially dries, your glitter will stick to it. I tested it out with the cut crease glitter look and it worked. Like, it worked so well. So I am going to apply this on my lid. I'm not really gonna carve out my lid today because with the primer, I'll be able to see where I can put it and then I can put the glitter over it. So it'll basically be like carving it, but not really. So I'm just going to apply this in the area that I wanna put that glitter. So pretty much just on my lid, stopping before that outer corner here. So I'm going to apply the primer and then I'm just gonna take my finger and kind of tap it a little bit. Tap, 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 tap. And that way it's not like super harsh in some areas. So I'm gonna take it like that. And then I'm gonna take my glitter. I'm using the NYX Glitter Brilliance. And this is in the shade GLI 08. It's basically a gold color. But I love these glitters. They're so sparkly, and I haven't used this gold in a while, so I kind of wanted to use that today. So I'm gonna put that on my brush, and then in tapping motions, we are just going to tap this glitter on the eye, like that. So that's what it'll look like. And I am gonna take some shadow to kind of help blend out that outer edge. But yeah, that's what this glittery looking eye will look like. Now I'm gonna take this very, very light transition shade right here, and I am going to use this just very little bit on this brush, and I'm just going to apply this in the outer part, kind of more on my brow bone, and this is just gonna help blend out this outer corner area and make it look very, very seamless and smooth and make all those lines blend together. All right, so now I'm gonna pop on some eyeliner and be right back to do my face. All right, so I have eyeliner on. The angle might be a little bit different because I knocked my camera off. Yeah, so you can't have a video without me being dysfunctional, but now we're gonna move on to the face. So first I'm gonna prime my face. I'm gonna use the Morphe Priming Beauty Oil. I've been really liking using a like really hydrating primer or beauty oil lately because my skin has been just so incredibly dry due to having to wear a mask every day. So this does a really good job of just keeping my makeup looking fresh and hydrated underneath, because obviously COVID with wearing these masks are not helping my skin. Anyone else always have to have a paper towel. I like can never use a beauty oil and just like move on, because then everything else just gets all greasy and gross and I'm like, I can't do it. Now I'm going to be taking my lover, which is the Tatcha Silk Canvas, absolute favorite primer of life, and I'm just going to put this in my T-zone. For foundation today, I'm going to be using one of my drugstore favorites, and this is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation. I love this foundation here. I have it in the shade. This is actually in the shade Nude Ivory. I could have gone a shade darker, but that's okay because it's really easy for me to kind of manipulate the color of my foundation with like bronzer and everything versus, you know, like I just still do my concealer and everything the same, and then I'll just go in with some more bronzer and bronze up the skin, you know what I mean? Since we're on the topic of holidays and holiday parties, what are your guys' favorite type of like snacks or desserts to have at a holiday party? My weakness is dips, you guys. Like, my weakness is dips and everything. Yeah, I can't go to a party without having like a thousand dips. I love dips. I don't know what it is. Like, I make a super good like cheesy buffalo chicken dip, you guys, which I think I'm actually gonna show you guys in a video my like cheesy buffalo chicken dip recipe and how I like make my buffalo dip, because whenever I have made it for a like party or family function, or even like Friendsgivings or like Friendsmas that we do, obviously this year that's gonna be kind of a like slim to none thing that's gonna be going on. I think that my boyfriend and I still plan on having like a some type of like Christmas and Thanksgiving combined, but it's just gonna be very, very, very small. So definitely under 10 people, and we're gonna make it very like accessible and easy. That way people, you know, can like get food without touching it with their hands, and just make it, you know, COVID proof. I cannot go to a holiday party without having dip or bringing dip. That and desserts. Like, if somebody makes Oreo balls, oh my god, I like cannot. I love desserts. I'm obsessed with Oreo balls. I just have like never made them. I know this sounds so crazy, like, wow, Nikki, you're talking about holiday desserts that you love, but you've never made Oreo balls. Yeah, I've never actually made them. I know how to make them because I've helped my friends make them, but I've just never made them myself. I should do that. I should like make some and see if I'm good at making them by myself. Right, are you ready to see some magic? When I come back, I'm gonna have brows and cream contour done. Are you ready? Probably was not that exciting, but cream contour is on, brows are on. For my brows, I use the Anastasia Brow Definer. It's one of my favorite brow pencils ever. And then I use the Anastasia Cream Contour Kit. It's one of my favorite cream contour kits ever. So now I'm gonna go in with concealer. This is the Milani Conceal and Perfect Concealer. This has been one of my favorite concealers for so long. It is so good. I'm like almost out of it though, so I'm trying to like use it up so I can get a new one. It's just such a good concealer. And I go pretty concealer heavy. I just like to look as full coverage as possible. Everyone's preference is obviously what they want to do, but mine is I want to look as full coverage and beat as I possibly can and blend out with my sponge. So now I'm going to go in with my concealer again, and I'm just going to apply a little bit more in like this inner area. I always do this because I like that inner area to be like fully covered. So now I'm going to go in with some cream blush. This is the ColourPop blush sticks in the shade 25 to 8. It's a really nice neutral blush color, which I like because it goes with like the majority of everything. And I'm just gonna take this stipple brush and we are going to blend out this cream blush. I like to pounce it instead of swiping, because if you swipe, you have the risk of not only like taking off the product that you just put on, but you have the risk of swiping off your foundation as well. So that's why I just like to pat, 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 pat. This cream blush kind of has like a little bit of a sheen to it too. And I like to blend it kind of all the way up to my temple just to blend it into that cream contour more too. And I take my sponge to everything. So we're just gonna take the sponge and blend out this blush real quick. For cream highlighter, I'm gonna take the Milk Makeup highlighter stick in the shade Lit. This is a really popular highlighting shade by Milk Makeup. It's beautiful. As you can see, I love it. I think it's so pretty. I like to take my finger and apply this just because it's so big. I don't want to like swipe it because I'm afraid it'll like take off all my other products. So I'm just gonna apply this with my finger, and then I will go in with my sponge and blend it out. And I like to take this on my Cupid's bow as well. So with my little sponge, I've been starting to do this recently. On the side that I don't use with any product, I'm just going to blend out that highlighter just to make sure that it blends really seamlessly with the other creams. As you can see, you still have that sheen, but it just doesn't look as harsh. So now it's time to bake. I'm gonna take the Fenty Beauty, what is this powder called? This is the lavender powder, the Pro Filt'r powder by Fenty Beauty. I'm just gonna pour some into my cap here. So with my little sponge, again, I am going to bake under my under eyes. I like to go directly underneath the under eye, and then I've been baking just a little bit differently. So I like to go directly underneath the under eye here, and then I'm gonna go on the chin, and I'm really gonna press this powder into the skin. And then I'm gonna bake my nose. Pretty much just baking in the areas where my product tends to wear off the most, or where usually it tends to break up the most, which is usually in my T-zone. I do have combo skin. Right now, my skin's just a little bit more dry because of having to wear a mask all the time, but I do mainly have combo skin. And then I'm just gonna take this up where my eyeliner is and bake under there just to make that look really bright and sharp. Now I'm gonna take the Maybeline FIT ME Powder, and this is in the shade Classic Ivory, and I'm going to take this and I'm going to apply this pretty much everywhere where I just put that powder to bake. So mainly in the center of the face and under the eyes to brighten. So we're gonna apply this on our forehead here. Gonna go under the under eyes. I really like to tap because I don't really like to swipe a whole lot. Just at risk of taking off that makeup, because you don't want to work so hard and then swipe it away. Then where I baked under my cream contour to just kind of like clean it up a bit, I'm not gonna really dab into any product. I'm just gonna stamp it away. And we're gonna set the whole face with our MAC Mineralized Skin Finish Natural in the shade medium. I'm just gonna take my little like kabuki brush here and set the whole face. So just going to blend everything together. I love this powder. I try my best to avoid that cream highlight and not get powder on it. If I do, it's okay, because whenever I apply like a normal highlighter on top of it, it does a really good job of still showing through and making that highlighter look brighter. You guys, I'm gonna have glitter like on my skin because we did a lot to our skin just there. I'm gonna take my setting spray. This is the Morphe and Jeffree Star collab. These are on discount because, as you know, Morphe and Jeffree Star do not work together anymore, but I love this setting spray, and this, I just opened up a new bottle, so I'm gonna use this today. It smells so good and I love the way it makes my makeup look. I set my face a few different times. One after I do major powdering like that, because then it just melts everything together and makes it look so much better than just a powdery face. Now I'm gonna go in with some lashes. These are the D-Star lashes in Barbara Jean, and you can actually use code Nikki for 15% off your lashes. I love D-Star lashes. They are some of my favorite lashes ever, and I love them. I ordered like a whole bunch of new pairs and I'm just super excited. I love lashes so much, and I never, like, I heard of D-Star lashes through Paige Corin, and I didn't really know because I've tried like a few, like, I guess you could say like smaller like makeup companies or lash companies, and some of their lashes I'm just like, no. But these ones, when I tried them, I was like, holy crap, like, these are absolutely amazing. They are for smaller brands. I would definitely have to say that Kaduka Beauty lashes and D-Star lashes are my favorite, with which I have done a review on D-Star lashes and Kaduka Beauty lashes. I did a review last year for VLOGMAS, actually, for the Paige Corin lash, which turned out to be one of my favorite lashes ever. I'm in the process of ordering a new pair right now because I wore mine to death. But while that glue is drying, I'm going to take my mascara. This is the Maybelline Great Lash Lots of Lashes, and I am going to just coat my lashes with this. All right, so I have lashes on and I have eyeliner in my waterline. We're gonna go back into, I'm dropping things. Go back into our Jaclyn Hill palette, and I'm gonna take that transition shade. I have the hiccups really bad. I'm gonna take that transition shade and we're gonna run that along our lower lash line here. This is gonna act as a transition shade for the bottom pretty much. So we're gonna do something kind of cool. I'm gonna leave the center blank and I'm gonna put glitter in the center, but I'm gonna put shadow in the outer and the inner corner. So I'll just kind of show you what I mean. I'm gonna take the black shadow here and we're just gonna kind of smudge that right along where like the root of my lashes are. So like that. And then I'm gonna take that on the inner part as well. And we're not gonna do anything to the center. So I'm gonna take this little brush like this. It's like a little smudger brush. And I'm gonna take that dark green and do the same thing. We're gonna take that to the very outer corner and the inner corner, but leaving that center blank, obviously. It might look a little strange, but I promise it's gonna come together. I'm gonna take that primer once again and definitely scrape off some of it so it doesn't get like in my eye. But we're gonna take this in the center here. So basically in the center of the lower lash line, and I am gonna put glitter over it. So it's gonna be really, really fun. I'm gonna take that same glitter here and we are going to put that, ooh, it's like all falling down. Put that directly in the center. So just like that. It's just like a fun little pop. Now let's do that brow bone and inner corner because we need to brighten that up a little bit. I'm gonna take this shade right here. This one is one of my favorite highlight shades, and I'm gonna apply that on my brow bone and in my inner corner. This is just going to obviously brighten everything up and get some light to the look. That way it's not so dark. All right, so now it's time to bronze the skin. I'm gonna take this Ofra bronzer. This is in the shade Versatile Matte. It's a very like orangish reddish bronzer. This is actually a bronzer that I got from my Ipsy bag, which I canceled my Ipsy bag subscription like months ago, like way back in like the summertime. And the reason why I did is just because I needed to save some money when it came to school. So obviously I had to look into canceling some subscriptions, and so Ipsy was one of them. I mean, honestly, did I love getting Ipsy bags? Yes, but I honestly would have I can live without it, obviously. So once I get to a point to where I feel the need to add it back, I will. But as of right now, I just don't really feel the need to have my Ipsy subscription boxes back, considering the fact that you know, I just don't really feel like I need it. So I'm just applying the bronzer to my cheeks and to my jawline, down my neck, and I'm using a Morphe brush for this. And then I am gonna go in with a smaller crown brush, and we're gonna do my forehead. So this is a tapered brush from Crown Brushes, and it's actually a blush brush, but you can use brushes for whatever the heck and bob you want. So we're just gonna apply this on the temples with this brush here. And then I like to really blend, obviously the two areas together so it doesn't look crazy. That way they blend together, and then also really get this in the hairline. But this brush is so tiny, it helps so much with doing this. Okay, so now I'm gonna take this bronzer. This is Benefit Hoola, which is a very classic cult favorite, and this is going to be my contour. So time to contour with this bad boy. I love contouring. I love making my cheekbones look snatched. I'm just gonna take this crown brush and kind of blend the two together a little bit. Way we don't look so crazy. And I'm gonna just take this smaller brush and I'm going to contour my nose with this. I did go under my lip as well, to kind of give it a little bit more of a powderier effect. So now I'm gonna go back in with my setting powder, and I'm gonna first just take this angled brush here, and I'm going to stamp this on the sides of my nose and make sure that this contour is blended. And I'm gonna go under my lip. Also does a really good job of carving out the contour. That way, it just looks a lot more seamless and not messy. It just helps clean it up. And I'm taking some powder underneath where I bronzed and contoured as well to clean up, make sure it's not messy, obviously. So now I'm gonna take this e.l.f. highlighter palette, and here's my brush that I want to use. And this is a very these are basically highlighter powders. I just mix them all together. And then I'm just going to apply this on my cheeks here, in the center of my face. This is just going to give my face a little bit more of a glow, because when I highlight my face now, or highlight my cheeks, I mainly stick in the center part where that cream is. So I just like to take the highlighting powder everywhere else and really blend, mainly on my forehead and my cheeks, because I pretty much highlight everything else. And then I am gonna go on my the bottom of my chin. Now it's time for some blushes. I'm actually gonna take the blushes in this Becca and Jaclyn Hill highlighting palette and blush palette. You cannot get these blushes anymore, unfortunately, but there's a lot of blushes out there that look exactly like these. I'm going to take the shade, what is the center one here? I'm going to take the shade Amaretto, this one. It's kind of like almost kind of like a NARS Madly, maybe just a little bit deeper. And I'm going to apply this on my cheeks, obviously, as my blush. I love blush. I will never shy away from blush. I think everybody kind of knows that. I love blush. Blush is like my favorite thing ever. It is so freaking good. I love it. So now we're gonna wipe away this powder here. You know, make sure everything looks all nice. So I'm gonna take this MAC powder and that same MAC powder, and I'm just gonna take a little bit on my brush, and we are going to just wipe away this bake under here. And this is just going to, one, wipe away that bake, but also kind of blend out that blush a little bit. I learned this from Scott Barnes in a video that he did from Tati. I actually don't watch Tati anymore, but in a past video that he did with Tati, I think he said like marrying your blush and everything together, it just makes it look so much better than, you know, having it like all separately blended. And look at that, it looks so much more better. And I'm just gonna apply just a little bit more blush, just like a little dab, nothing crazy, but just so you didn't lose like majority of that blush color. But it really does a good job of blending together like blush, bronzer, and everything. So we're just gonna add a hint more blush. Okay, so let's spray our face one more time. Now I'm gonna go in with these, I always keep saying these, like Italian. No, I'm gonna go in with the Sephora highlighter palette, and I'm gonna mix a couple shades in here. I'm gonna mix this middle shade here and this first shade. This middle shade reminds me so much of Becca's Champagne Pop, but I'm gonna mix this one and this one. It's gonna kind of give it more of like a yellowy effect. And I'm just going to mainly apply that in like the center here. Just mainly like the center of the cheek like that. And these highlighters are really pretty. Don't snooze on the Sephora blush palette, or not just the blush palettes, but don't snooze on any of the Sephora, I can't talk, any of the Sephora palettes, you guys. They are so good, and they're always on such good deals around the holidays. And then I kind of will like fan it out a little bit after I have the majority of it on. It's just so beautiful. They're usually on such good deals, so obviously you don't want to miss out. But I love highlighting. It's just one of my favorite things in the freaking world. I try not to go too intense, but you know, sometimes it just happens. You guys love to glow. I especially like holidays too. Love to glow, like especially for holiday. Like I don't know what it is, like I feel like Christmas time is just like, I mean, I love to glow all year round, but I feel like it's just an excuse to like glow even more. So I'm gonna do mascara on my bottom lashes, pop on the lip. If you guys want to see how I basically apply my lipstick and everything, I will put a link up here so that way you can see how I overline my lips. But other than that, I'm gonna pop on mascara and be right back. All right, you guys, so this is the finished holiday makeup look. I hope you guys enjoyed this chit chat video. I hope you guys enjoyed what I would totally wear to a holiday party. I love it. I think that it is just so cute. And yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to give it a big thumbs up if you liked it. Also too, don't forget to subscribe for new videos every day now that it's Vlogmas. I am so excited. I like love Vlogmas and I love Christmas and I love this time of year. So I'm so happy that Vlogmas can still go on, even though we are obviously in a pandemic. Things are going to be very, very different, but I'm just really happy that Vlogmas can still continue and nothing can put a damper in that. But I hope you guys are having a good day or night wherever you live, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.